Hey guys, welcome to another SRI New Home Showcase. My name is Ainsley and today we are here at Pinetree Hill. I super love their tagline, Design Locale, Elevated by Nature, Honed to Perfection. Wow, and this is developed by one of Singapore's most reputable developers. We've got UOL and Singland. So without further ado, we're going to check out Ken Low, our managing partner, to share with us a little bit more on the lowdowns. Let's go. So Ken, we're right here at the location map, but do share with us a little bit more about the surroundings.
So Pinetree Hill is located within the Bukit Timah precinct.
Okay.
We are in District 21 and we are in, I would say, the best part of Asia. We are located just one street away into core central region.
Sure.
So if you look at this is where Pinetree Hill is. As you come down towards Pandan Valley, once you cross Pandan Valley Road, you are actually into District 10 already.
Right.
And that's the reason why Pinetree Hill has so much attraction, because you enjoy the same kind of proximity, the superiority of a location in your core central region, and yet you're only paying a fraction of the price as compared to what you will pay in the core region.
For sure. Now, share me a little bit more about the private residential enclave that we have here.
So, Pinetree Hill has always been very highly sought after because of it being a very exclusive private residential enclave. We are surrounded mainly by GCBs and very prestigious landlords that are surrounding all around us in the Holland area. We also have quite a number of older condos that are sitting on the southern side of where we are located. So it has been more than 14 years that we last saw launch within the Pine Grove area. Right, and of course the oldest being the popular Pandan Valley, which is already sitting at 45 years old, and it is still one of the best performing RCR condos of this age.
Next question I have here. Why is Pandan Valley so popular among the locals?
So in fact, I grew up in this area with my parents when I was younger. During that age, the main areas are Holland, Orchard area are very important to us, right, as a teenager. So I remember us being very, very close proximity to these areas. Although we are in District 21, we are in Asia, but we are so close to Holland Village. Even from Pinetree Hill location, I think we only need a 5 minutes drive. We are into Holland Village. That's where you have all your amenities that are needed. MRT stations are there and stuff. And then of course further down the road as you travel along, you will see Singapore Botanic Gardens. 10 to 15 minutes you actually enter into Orchard. When I was living in this area, I had a lot of direct buses that brings me to key areas. So I remember taking bus number 7, which will take maybe about 15-20 minutes to Orchard directly. It actually brings you a different type of convenience as compared to those that are nearer to MRT stations. We also did a recent interview with some of the residents around here and some of the shop owners. A lot of them actually like the tranquility of this area. And they find it so rare to have such a tranquility in the urban forest that we're living in. If you look at the plot of where Pinetree Hill is, up north we are actually facing towards Clementi Forest, and then down south we are actually looking towards your Dover Park. We are surrounded by almost 5 parks around the area. This is where people get to enjoy the close proximity to where your lifestyle is in Orchard, Holland area, but yet at the same time you are nestled within parks that gives you that tranquility, quiet and serene living in this area. That's one of the key reasons why people love to be in Pine Grove areas.
Now, it's about time that we want to find out a little bit more about the major developments that are happening within this area. Let's go check it out somewhere.
Let's go.
Okay, Ken, it's time for you to share with us a little bit more about some of the major developments that are happening around this area.
The good part about this is that the tranquility is not removed. The major developments do not happen within Pine Grove itself. We are actually strategically located as a gateway towards Jurong Regional Centre, which is already slated as Singapore's second CBD. And of course, if you move down towards the southern side, we are actually about 5 to 7 minutes drive away from Greater One North. The Greater One North comprises of One North itself. It comprises of your Dover Knowledge District, Science Park 1 and 2, NUS, NUH. And if you drive further down south, in another 5 minutes, you will then reach your Greater Southern Waterfront. When you go up towards the northern side, you can actually have direct access to your Ngee Polytechnic, your SIM schools are all there. Of course, we have already mentioned on your lifestyle area where you travel towards the eastern part, down the road, that's where you are linked to your Holland Village, Botanical Gardens and even Orchard. And along the road, if you make a left turn into 6th Avenue, you will then immediately enter into the main Bukit Timah area, and that's where you have all the prestigious schools lined up in that area itself.
And it's usually very close by.
Very
close by,
So in fact, Pinetree Hill location acts like a springboard to many keynotes and important areas within Singapore itself.
Okay, so Ken, now it's time to share with us a little bit more about some of the convenience and the amenities that we have around this area as well. So buyers, you know what to look out for.
Within close proximity, we are about 13 to 15 minutes walk away from Dover MRT station.
Okay.
Of course, there's upcoming Maju MRT station that sits on the Cross Island line. The other option is we are 4 bus stops away from Clementi Interchange, where you have your East-West line and your Cross Island line as well. Developer is also providing a 1-year free shuttle service that will bring us to Buona Vista MRT station and also your Holland Village.
Okay.
These two will then give you access to your East-West line and your Circle line.
Now Ken, about direct amenities, what else can we expect, like food and all that stuff, you know?
So immediately within our close proximity, Pandan Valley, which is just beside, you have shops over there.
Okay.
Right, you have 7-Eleven, convenience store, kinder clinic. You have a bistro and a pub inside the area as well.
Right.
As you walk further down towards Park Suites, they have 16 retail shops that are already operating inside there. And of course, on the larger amenity, 2 bus stops away, you can reach Sunset Way, where you have supermarket and everything over there. With the upcoming BTO beside Dover Park, where Dover MRT station is, there will be a mixed BTO coming up. And we have seen artist impression of it. It looks really beautiful. They don't look like the usual BTOs. It looks like an integrated development. And over there, you will have your supermarket, you will have your shops, your F&B, your kopitiams, and everything will all be sprouting out over there. So that one is also within walking distance in future.
What schools are within the 1 kilometer distance?
So that is one of the key attractions also for Pinetree Hill. We are within 1 kilometer to 2 very good schools in the area. First one being Henry Park Primary School. It's one of the 9 schools that has the gifted education program. And of course, the other one, we are within 1 kilometer to Tong Primary.
Wow, Ken, I really like this. This is like a trademark of UOL. This looks super nice. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, I actually fell in love with the same concept of this entire development the moment I stepped in. And you're right that this has already become a trademark of UOL, where we have seen very similar designs that they have done so far and well loved by buyers and investors alike. And we have testaments of people already living in completed projects like that. And it has proven to be a very good design, and that's why they have the term honed to perfection. What we have now here is Ulu Pandan Road, which is the main road itself. We are already sitting on an elevated ground. What the developer and architect has done further was to raise the blocks even higher. What they have achieved is a 6.5 stories elevation. So the lowest level, when they looked out, they will already see the canopy, the top of Clementi Forest. Right, and to allow the entire development to blend in seamlessly with the forest and the surrounding, you can see that they have used a very huge portion of the land that is fronting Ulu Pandan. Pure landscaping, lush greenery with all the trees thrown inside.
Very nice.
They just had 3 observation pods to allow people to enjoy the view. And this, at the same time, allows mitigation from the road noise. Right, so you can also see 2 very iconic trees over here. So they have preserved these 2 rain trees so that it blends in very nicely with the Clementi Forest. And they planted a few more taller trees around. And it creates a very nice private sanctuary that feels protected within Pinetree Hill itself.
That's beautiful. So Ken, I realized that the blocks are kind of staggered. Why is that so? Is there a particular reason for that?
So they are very meticulous about this point, and they're very proud about what they have achieved. Number 1, all our blocks and the units are true north-south facing. So when we say true north-south facing, there's no deviation of a single degree. It's purely north-south facing. And that's the direction that everybody loves, right? And secondly, they staggered the blocks similarly to how they have done in previous projects before, such that every residence do get views, they get privacy in that sense as well. And if you look on the correct angle, you'll realize that all these blocks are all perfectly staggered. Only block 30 and 36, the only maximum overlapping between blocks is 7 meters. That's the only allowance they allow. So which means every single unit in Pinetree Hill gets unblocked views. They get their privacy, and you don't have units that are overlooking one another.
That's amazing. So Ken, just to confirm, are there really like 500 plus units here? I mean, like, the landscape looks super amazing. I don't believe my eyes. 500 plus units, are you serious?
So this is a second point that the developer and architects are super proud of. Remember previously UOL has achieved a 80%, 20% site coverage. This time round they have outdone themselves. The building site coverage only covers 12% of the entire land plot of more than 200,000 square feet.
Wow.
Which means 88% of the land is being given out and used for facilities, lawn spaces. And that is amazing, because imagine this entire development when it's completed, When you are standing live on the facility deck, when you look out, you just see vast spaces for your family to use. And even when you're holding any functions or events, these are the space that you get.
There's so much of space here.
Right, and all these 3 blocks are elevated high up. So you actually get to look through the entire land, and I think this is super rare, and it's something that is very hard to strive for, and they have achieved that. So a lot of meticulous thoughts are put into this entire thing, right? Then of course the facilities-wise, we have function rooms that are facing the 50 meters lap. We have a gym that is a hybrid with a social space where they call it a commune. We don't have any big fanciful facilities. They are all mainly very luxurious space that is given out. And I think that highlights the 88% space that you get. Of course, you have your kids' pool and everything on the side.
That's very nice. Okay, Ken, do share a little bit more about the whole land plot. What can we expect?
So we are sitting on a land plot of more than 220,000 square feet.
Big.
And in fact, we only have 520 units, which makes this plot a very low density plot. Right? You don't have like 600, 700, 800 units on a 200,000 square feet of land. In fact, we have 1 plus study all the way to 5 bedrooms. 5 bedrooms are already luxurious, but we do have 1 penthouse that's available that sits on a single floor plate of more than 2,800 square feet. As you enter in, you get greeted by a very nice arrival drop-off plaza. And as your guests drop off and they walk in, they get greeted by a very beautiful vertical oasis. As you walk past the waterfall, then you get greeted by a flower swathe where you have beds of flowers all around to give you a very nice tranquil feel. Overall, I'm just in love with this development because it is simple yet elegant as a sanctuary that is protected and surrounded by nature.
Hey guys, welcome to our 2 plus study show unit. This is at 797 square feet, really big for a 2 plus study. Can show us the rundown, let's go.
So this size is really huge because we have seen 3 compact units that are about 800 odd square feet. So having a 797 square feet for a 2 plus study is very luxurious. So we have a very nice U-shaped kitchen that is tucked away very nicely in the corner. So you have actually full cabinetry on the top-down level. You have 2 panels to work on, which is pretty luxurious for 2 bedrooms in today's market. And this part is good because when the units are ready, this place can easily be enclosable if there's a need to. So the study is actually also tucked very, very nicely in this area. Of course, this is ID treatment. In the actual unit, you actually have a very nice opening. And this study is huge because it is big enough to even double up as a guest room, storage, and there's aircon provided. So with the luxury of 797 square feet in a 2 plus study, you can see actually how nice this area is for the dining. And of course, now we are seeing a 4-seater. You can easily turn around when more guests are coming to house more friends and family.
Hey guys, we're currently standing right here at the private lift foyer of a 5-bedroom, total at 1733 square feet. It's really amazing, the layout. I'm going to let Ken run you through all the details. Ken, please.
So Ainsley, this is a very nice landscape format of the living and dining for this 5-bedroom.
Really like it.
They span across a frontage of 5.8 meters, very close to a 6-meter frontage of an inter-terrace. So this kind of format does allow a lot of light to come in. The unit will be bright. They have a very good sized balcony that complements the beautiful views of Clementi Forest that the residents will be getting. And of course, when we look at the back, this is where we have a very nice square shaped kitchen. So it's so rare to have a square-shaped kitchen. This gives you a lot of functionality. So of course, if you're hosting guests, you can actually close up with the timber sliding door to cover away this area so that you can host your guests on the living area. But of course, if you want people to flow through, you want to run a party, just leave it open and then the circulation will be perfect.
Beautiful.
So we have seen a very beautiful product created by UOL and Singland. Very typical and signature of how they have created homes all these years. We have seen very luxurious finishing, functional layouts, very nice choices of your color theme and everything. Sitting on Pine Grove area where it is just a street across from where District 10 is, yet buyers do get to come in, enjoy the spectacular views, the convenience of being in this Pine Grove area, and of course being surrounded by nature and paying only a fraction of the price.
That's really amazing. Now, you know what? That comes to the end of our SRI New Home Showcase. I just want to let you guys know, if you want to come on by to Pinetree Hill, we will be previewing from the 29th of June. So please come on down, contact your preferred SRI salesperson, because all the slots are only via appointment basis only. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. My name is Ainsley.
I'm Ken.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!